enchanted realm, an oddity stirs, beckoning the curious. Meet Jessii, once ensnared, now awakened, waiting to be yours.
Hey guys, it's Jessii Vee, and in today's video, I'm going to be telling you why you should never wish upon a star. Because bad things can happen. This whole story really freaks me out because when I was a kid, I would always wish upon stars, okay? It's like classic Disney rules. Before I get started though, I have an exciting announcement. We have just launched our Easter mystery boxes. These are the best Easter mystery boxes we've ever had. I say that every year and we keep getting better and better. So I'm gonna do a quick unboxing for you. First, we have 4 different types of slimes, okay? These are ginormous. This one is Unicorn Sparkles, Fairy Mist. We also have Mermaid Magic and Jelly Boba. And they're so cool because they all come with like sprinkles and different things that you can put inside the slime to play with. Then we have 2 bunny sleep sets. These are so cute. They have the little masks on them and they have a pillow mist to help you sleep. And then we have our bunny facial care sets. Look how cute these ears are. I love them. So it comes with the headband and the face washes. Then we have so many different kinds of plushie keychains that you can get. There's so many colors, but this is what they look like. They are so adorable. These are the unicorn narwhals, but you might also get a cute little cat like this. And then we also have our very strange flying heads, which are super wiggly and they go very far. And of course, there are 3 golden tickets hidden among these boxes. There are only 100, so they do go really quickly. If you guys would like one, I have linked it down below. And the second really exciting announcement is that we have relaunched our Jessii dolls. So these came out around Halloween last year, and unfortunately we had some hiccups with that launch. We were partnered with another company and the shipping didn't go as planned. So we now have full ownership of the dolls. We are in complete control of the shipping now. They are all in our warehouse, ready to go, completely controlled by us, which I'm so excited about. This is the last launch of Jessii that we're going to do, so if you would like to take her home, I have put a link down below. There is also a Jessii sticker pack, which is so cool, and the stickers are jumbo. They're really big. So yeah, everything linked down below. Okay, so let's talk about why you should never wish upon a star, but first we have to talk about the classic song that we all know. The famous tune was made for the 1940s Disney animated film Pinocchio. It was performed by Cliff Edwards, who voiced Jiminy Cricket in the movie. And something about this song is just so Disney. Like whenever I hear it, there's just this magical vibe. It's really hard to describe, but I feel like you guys know. I just feel like anything's possible when I hear it, like I could fly off to Neverland. I remember being a kid and looking out my bedroom into the sky and actually making wishes on the stars, and I truly believed that they would come true because Jiminy Cricket told me so. In North America and Eurasia, it is widely believed that your wish is granted if made upon a falling star. Scholars suggest the practice of making wishes on shooting stars has its origins in the popular belief that shooting stars appeared when the gods opened heaven to peer at Earth. If you make your wish before the shooting star disappears, the gods may hear and grant wishes. By the way, comment the star emoji if you've ever seen a shooting star, because isn't that rare? I think I've seen one once or twice in my life. Okay, let's talk about some superstitions about stars. The first one is about pointing up at the stars. It is considered to be very rude to point at the stars, even if it is a very common action. It is believed that the stars are actually gods, and pointing at the gods can anger them to a great extent, bringing bad luck to the person. Because it's considered rude in many cultures to like point at a person. So imagine like pointing at the things in the sky, they're not very happy about that. Then we have a superstition about counting the stars. It is considered to be bad luck to count the stars as they bring negative energy into your mind and body. Some legends even say that when you count and reach 100, you'll even die. So imagine just being outside and like counting and then getting to 99 and knowing the next number will end you. Apparently there is an exception to this rule though. It says that if you're unmarried and looking for love, you're allowed to count the stars, but you can only count up to 7, apparently. And you're supposed to do this for 7 nights straight, and then on the 8th day, the first person you shake hands with is gonna be the love of your life. So I mean, if you wanna try that, you can try that. Just don't count to 100. Then we have one about the stars at sea. Fishermen have a lot of superstitions on board. They let the shooting star or the North Star decide their course at sea. This is said to bring the fishermen and the crew good luck, especially in times of thunderstorms. Then we have a legend about souls. In many different cultures, stars represent souls. Therefore, a shooting star means a soul is on a journey. And then I have a couple of like real facts, which is kind of scary because these aren't just legends, these are real. There is something called vampire stars. Vampire stars suck the life out of other stars. They are enormous blue giants attached to much smaller stars that get consumed by their gravitational pull. Vampire stars don't last long though, because apparently once they have consumed a smaller star, they explode. So it's kind of over for them. But yeah, just like vampires in our world consume human blood, these consume energy. Okay, and now I have a creepypasta for you, which is so unnerving. This one is called The Night Sky. Once there was a little boy who dreamed he could fly. And on the first night, he couldn't fly very well, just a tiny hover over his bed. And this boy was very sad that he couldn't fly higher. But then in his dream, he saw a red star in the sky that whispered to him in a very warm voice. And this star said,
"Don't give up. Keep flying every night, and pretty soon you'll go farther than you ever thought you could."
So the boy nodded and he woke up with this huge smile on his face the next day. And when he went to bed that next night, he was able to fly higher. He reached the ceiling of his room, but he still did not feel like he was flying high enough. He wanted to leave his window, fly up into the night sky. And so of course that red star was in the sky and it whispered to him in that warm voice. It said,
"Amazing job. Keep practicing and you'll be able to come visit me way up here in the sky."
So every night after that, the boy got better and better, and soon he was soaring above his neighborhood. Then he was looking down at his city, which was miles and miles away. Now, this boy never told his parents what he was dreaming about, and sometimes he would wake up with these cuts and bruises all over his body from just bad landing or knocking into things while he was flying. And so his parents took him to a doctor because they couldn't figure out why he would go to bed totally fine and wake up with these new cuts all over him. So the doctor would ask him what he was dreaming about, and the boy would not tell him. And that night, the red star spoke to the boy in a more serious tone. He said,
"Tomorrow the doctor is going to take away your dreams, and I won't be able to talk to you anymore. You have to visit me tonight. I know you can do it."
Because the boy was flying really, really high, but he wasn't quite close enough to reach that red star. So that night, the boy pushed himself more than he had ever before. He flew right through his window all the way up to the sky, and then he flew beyond the atmosphere. And when he finally reached that red star, it fit in the palm of his hand. He was so far out in space, and when he turned around to go home, he couldn't see Earth. It was just a bunch of stars and planets everywhere. So he wondered to the red star how he would find home, but the red star winked out with only an echo. It disappeared before him, and the star said,
"You are home."
So when you see a shooting star at night, don't make a wish. Shine a light towards it. It may be a lost soul trying to find its way home, but if you dream of a red star, shut your windows tight and do not listen. Something in the dark above is hungry. So, I mean, people interpret this story in many different ways. To me, it seemed like this kid was astral projecting, lucid dreaming, if you will, which is said to be very dangerous. Never ever try to do that because you can go into a coma. Some people don't come back to their bodies. And that's kind of what happened to this kid. He was lured out farther and farther from his body by this red star. And once he finally got there, he wasn't able to return back home. And I guess the whole legend is that when you look up at the sky, all those stars that you see are like different kids that didn't make it back to their bodies and they're still searching for home. And so like going outside and shining your flashlight will like signal them to come back to Earth, if that makes any sense. And if you see a red star, don't listen to it. Anyways, I thought that was an interesting story. But yeah, guys, don't forget if you would like a Easter mystery box, I've linked it down below along with our newly stocked Jessiie dolls in our warehouse. But I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
Dive into Jessie's treasure trove, where every piece speaks mysteries. Jessie's oddities beckon. Get yours today.